I'm going to share with you a very important tip on how you can take part in the silver squeeze without spending a single dime. Let's talk about it in this video as we explore. That's right, this is an important distinction without spending a single one of these. Now, this is just not any particular dime. No, indeed it is not. It is a silver dime. And that is the clue as to how you can participate in the silver squeeze, especially on March the 31st, which is just days from right now, without spending a single dime. Now, for those of you who are familiar with this channel, you know that I'm pretty much against these single days where you pick to buy silver for a particular cause. There's just nothing that's going to happen. You're not going to have any kind of effect on the silver market in general. However, the bullion dealers are very, very happy to take your money. No question about that. In fact, most of the premiums typically will go up during that time. However, there are exceptions to that rule, and I'm going to talk about that here later on. But no matter what the exceptions are, I believe that anybody and everybody can participate in this without spending not only a single dime, but a single dollar as well. That's right. And we know that the dollars are losing value every single month, every single year. And this dollar right here, as long as I've had it, and as long as it's been shown on this channel, it has already lost value. It's also gotten a little bit beat up a little bit for me handling it and crunching it around so much. But what is it about silver that really kind of intrigues us? Well, the fact that it is wealth outside of the system is absolutely one of the most powerful aspects of holding silver, I think, that we can embrace when we have our silver. And there's another clue as to how you can participate in the silver squeeze without buying any silver. And that is, in a sense, one of the ways that we can see that silver preserves your wealth over the long course of time. In other words, when we utilize dollar cost averaging and enhance it a bit, soup up your dollar cost averaging by buying a little bit more when the price dips, and maybe a little bit less or not at all when the price spikes dramatically. There are good times to buy silver and bad times to buy silver. The absolute worst time to buy silver is when the price dips and it is down really low and you are stretch yourself too thin in order to make a purchase. In other words, you buy on credit, or you abandon all hope and reason in terms of fiscal responsibility in order to make a purchase of your silver, or buying under pressure and strapping yourselves financially in order to do so. Most people understand those very basic concepts. Most of us hopefully would not fall into that gap. But there's a lot of power in movements out there, and there's something to be said for joining together for a cause. And I believe in that to a degree, but also believe in individual rights and individual responsibility. And sometimes that responsibility is set to the side in times like these. This is another reason why I believe we should be prudent in these times and understand what the effect is or is not whenever we buy silver. You see, as silver stackers out there, we have a negligible or almost no impact on the overall silver market whenever we buy. Now, during the first silver squeeze movement, which was, by the way, a lot more powerful than it is now, there was a series of raid days that were done. They called them the silver raids. And those things, essentially caused a lot of folks to buy silver at a certain time to clean out the dealers. But what did it do? It caused the premiums to go up. And maybe not the day of buying. It just depends on when, what time of the day you bought. But they got cleaned out, and so any other silver that came in, they raised their premiums. And that is something that happens, especially when there's a great demand for physical silver bullion. And when you think about it, between 17 and 25% or thereabouts of all the silver ever produced, of the 825 million ounces each year, it's only about between 15 and 25% or somewhere thereabouts that it goes to this type of silver, bullion, much what you see here. Other than that, that's not going to have that much impact, because only so many people can buy to have that much impact on the overall spot price and the very powerful paper market that is the derivative market of the silver that is mostly used for industrial purposes, and some of the big bullion banks out there. It's just very difficult to squeeze in that regard. Notwithstanding, there has been a silver squeeze happening, especially with regards to all the silver that has been coming in to New York, into the United States from the London Bullion Market Association. And there's an even larger squeeze with the amount of industrial demand for silver that is happening where there's not enough silver to meet that demand, which means they're having to pull from other areas. And of course, you take all that stuff collectively, and also with what's going on right now, some people feel that this is the time to do it, because we will have a more impact now than we had back in February, March of 2021. That is possible, but I still think it's not enough, and there's just not enough hype around it. But nonetheless, I believe that people should make purchases based off of their level of understanding of the silver market, and looking at beyond just what could or could not happen during a given coordinated buying effort. In other words, are we going to break the COMEX doing this? No. Are we going to break the LBMA when the LBMA is already under a lot of stress right now? No, because a lot of that silver has already been appropriated and comes from different channels, different refineries and the like. That, not all silver is created equal in that regard, and the silver market is very complex. About as complex as the number of uses that silver has, which is about 10,000. So when I say that, without spending a single dime, I'm talking about silver dime. In other words, do not sell your silver. In other words, hold on to your silver. In other words, squeeze your silver. Hold on to it tight. This is the most effective way to be able to participate in the silver squeeze, folks, is holding on to the silver that you have. It's extremely powerful to have that in your portfolio. That silver that you already have in your possession, that's extremely powerful. Hold on at all costs. It's about having those diamond hands. That means that silver is not going to leave you under most circumstances. That's extremely powerful. Now, full confession, folks. I bought silver this weekend. That's right. In fact, I made a major boo-boo. Now, I bought it from the channel sponsor, and that is Summit Metals, summitmetals.com. They have a special going on right now, and it's a special for the squeeze. However, you should not buy just because there's a special, and even from the channel sponsor here. But I went ahead and took advantage of it and forgot to put the use code. I forgot to put Silver Squeeze 101. So learn from my mistake. I'm going to call them Monday, but I forgot to use the code Silver Squeeze 101. I'm going to put it in the description below, but you save $10 off of your purchase of $379.99 or more. So just under $380. If you buy more than $380 worth of silver this weekend from Summit Metals, you'll get $10 off with using the code Silver Squeeze 101. And this is a limited time event and ends on midnight, March 31st. And as always, new customers can get 5 ounces of silver at spot by using the code new customer. But again, those are only you take advantage of if you want to get a bargain on silver and get it on sale. You can take advantage of the silver squeeze in that regard too over the weekend without actually participating on that day. But even more importantly than that, and even more importantly than what a bullion dealer has on special, I think the biggest thing is that if you're a silver stacker, be a silver stacker. And be a silver stacker by holding on to the silver that you already have. And that's what I'm doing. But I went ahead and bought another one of these bars on that special. mainly because I did want to get another one. I wanted to have a pair with it. But hey, they were having a sale, and I decided to take advantage of the sale. So I'm taking advantage because they have a sale, not necessarily so much that it is related to this event, even though it is. As just if you have it in within your budget to do so, make a purchase. So if you're looking for a sale, I'm sure other dealers will have them as well. But check out Summit Metals; they also have really good prices on other silver products. They are now carrying these germanium mint bars, the 10 and 5 ounce bars. You can get them over there at Summit Metals. You can get the 1 ounce Vortex, the 10 ounce Vortex here. I don't think they have a whole lot of these left, but love these bars. And this is one of my favorites that I got from them some time ago, the 20 ounce Kit Kat bar. And they also have good deals now, at least what I saw. They have very competitive prices on American Silver Eagles for the 2025 and also the 2025 Silver Maple Leafs. So check that out. But again, buy only, not because there's a silver squeeze thing happening, but buy if there's a bargain to be had and if your budget allows. And so I partook. But you don't have to spend anything to participate in a silver squeeze movement. If you just squeeze your silver, hold on to it. I think there's a more powerful message for the silver that you already had that you hold on to through a long course of time. The longer you hold on to it, the more powerful your silver squeeze is. With that being said, I hope you found this video informative, insightful, and educational. We'd like to extend a multitude of gratitude to each and every one of you for taking the time to watch and to encourage you to please rate, share, comment, and subscribe.